just on. Welcome to the choreography workshop in the great outdoors today. So let me know how you like it. I think it's super nice, but it's a little longer to get here. But I'm really liking the outdoors. So, and in this workshop, we do usually a part of a piece of music. Sometimes we'll do the whole thing. But usually it's just a piece because there's like certain technical elements or style things that I want you guys to work on or learn as we go along, because then you can apply those to whatever else you're doing. And this one we're going to do a lot of isolations right at the beginning, and because that's something we want to start. If it's something you've never done before, it takes a while to kind of loosen up your body, get those muscle groups moving, and it's kind of a heels thing. So if you're not comfortable in heels, it doesn't have to be, but it's going to be more of a starting as more of a sexy dance, and then moving on to there's a nice lyrical part too. So we're also going to try and tell our story with that. So last time we started the isolations, we led this a little more precisely today, and then we're going to move on to the other stuff next week. So, when you're starting, I want you to plant yourself. Have this, the knee closest to the audience is your right, a little bit bent, but you want to have a very sturdy base. So make sure your weight is well distributed. Your hips are even right here, so you're planted nice and sturdy. Because when you first come out and lights go on, or maybe the lights are different, you kind of lose your orientation. You want to have your balance very sturdy, your core tight, so you don't wobble right there. So you're starting here, and there's going to be a train whistle. So it's like you're listening to the train whistle, and then as it goes on, you're going to look towards your audience, make eye contact there, and then we're going to go into our isolations. So we're going to push off this foot and just kind of lunge onto this one. Doesn't have to be large. And we're going to be moving our shoulders back and forth. So, done this. We're just moving one shoulder and the other one shoulder and the other one. And we're going to try and do that without moving the rest of our body. So, we're going to be, when you get a little faster, it's going to be like a shimmy. But the important thing is that it's just the shoulders moving. Ah, Sean, we were just talking about wondering where you were today. Thank you. Thank you, Sean. So you are going to be doing it like a shimmy here. And keep your arms mostly relaxed, but they're here also to let you keep your body still. I want to try not to move them, so I'm moving a little bit. I want to try and get them still. And the shimmies are going dum, bum, bum. So we're going to shimmy, 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 and slow, slow at the end. So this all happens very quick. So this is something you're going to have to practice. Your shoulders don't go that fast. You're going to start just a few. If you get your shimmies down, bum, bum. And then you're just going to switch to the other side, and we'll do the same thing on the other side. Bum, bum. And then we're going to go through the middle. And we'll be shifting like from foot to foot. So it's like you're making a little U here, and pushing off a little, and a little U, switching your weight, pushing off. And still doing a shimmy as you down and up. And you're going to land in the middle, and do one shoulder then the other. So this is lifting, lifting. Shoulder to your ear, shoulder to your ear, shoulder to your ear, shoulder to your ear. Middle. So this is where it gets a little trickier. So we're gonna turn a little without really shifting your weight. You're just gonna do a little step forward. We'll land in a little lunge here, and we're going to be isolating like our chest, but the feeling is like you're popping your ribcage out, and bringing it back, and popping it out and bringing it back. So I was trying to identify what kind of the dominant muscle is. I'm kind of feeling it right underneath my rib cage. That's helping me to move out. So bum, bum. Also under your shoulder blades is pushing. But to practice that, you want to just feel like your ribcage is going out and coming back, and going out and coming back, going out and coming back. So it's really your ribcage that's moving. So you see there's a difference between moving your shoulders and moving that whole upper body. So we're going 1, 2, 3. I'm just going to do 3 in each direction. That's kind of a harder one. So bum, 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 and go another bum, 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 bum. So a lot of isolations, but we're getting them all over with right in the beginning because there's some percussion going on there. So we want to kind of imitate that percussion with our bodies. So there's a train signal. So when we're listening, hey, come to your audience, and eye contact, and bum, bum, and moving from foot to foot, and shoulders up and down. Let's maybe drop arms there, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Don't worry, we're almost done. So there's going to be then 4 hits, 4 clashes there. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to imitate those with our hips. We're going 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you've been in previous workshops, we've talked about how it's a little bit of illusion when you think somebody's using their hips to dance. It's really coming from like also just under your rib cage, and it's like a bell is swinging. So it's this lower half of your body. So it's not just your hips going out. Your body is staying pretty much straight, and this is swinging out. You want to bend your knees. Give yourself a good knee bend, because the lower your knee bend, the more mobility you have down there. And you're going to be swinging like a bell, but you're going to be going down in the middle, so it's like drawing a U or a smile. And you want it to be this part of your body. So it's this whole part of your body. That's your hip movement. It's the same thing if you're doing a hip circle. You're moving it from there. You're just going around, right? So here, you're moving from side to side. Your weight stays in the middle, and just that bottom part is going up. So that's your hips coming up. This whole lower part is moving as one piece. So in this piece, as you can before, so bum, 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 bum. And then we're going to start our dance. So we're going to pick up our right. So again, weight shift. We talk a lot about this in whatever we do. You've got your square here, shoulders and your hips. These are the 4 corners. Here's the sides. You want to keep that steady, especially your hips, like they're sliding along a flat surface. So they're not going up and down. They're going straight. So this is quick, but when you're practicing, practice it slow. You're shifting your weight onto this leg so you can lift this one up. This one is free, and boom. So you're bending it, so it's like you're making a little circle and putting it out to the front. So your back leg is bent, and this one is nice and long, going towards your audience. And this is also boom. This is where we're also making a lot of eye contact. We're going right towards our audience. So we've come here, we've done our and let's move. And we scoot back a little, so I'm gonna and we're gonna step right, left. So let's keep our hip in for that, because if you're sticking your hip out towards your audience, you lose a little bit of the length of that leg. So as we come from the beginning, we're just going to out. We're just going to step, and lengthen it. So from the side, I've come from here, so I'm doing my isolations. I've shifted my weight. I'm swinging this one around, putting it out to the side, and then I'm stepping onto it, shifting my weight here, stepping right, and the left stretches out again. So here, bum, bum, drag it in and give a kick to the front and quickly bring it back. So when you're kicking to the front, it's not so much the kick you want to concentrate on, it's the bringing back. So as you're kicking out, you're already bending your knee to bring it in. So it's a short movement, and it's swinging in here. So you're not really lifting the knee. You're swinging in at the level it's at, and back together. So that's a quick one. I knew. So she's saying, I knew. And then we're going to pose here. Probably we're going to stop today because we got a late start, and mornings are always a little rushed. But let's at least get that bit done. Let's repeat it from the beginning, and repeat it a couple of times, and then we can do it with music. Okay. All right. So we got our train signal. Save that. The audience. Foot to foot. And your shoulders. And your body movement. And then it's going to your hips. 1, 2, 3, 4. And hitch. It's new. And we'll put some arms with it next time. Not quite sure. I need to have a look in the mirror how that's going to look. I'm new. And we're going to pose here. And we're going to continue on next week on Monday. All right, let's repeat that again. A little faster, and then we'll put it to the music, see how that connects. And then I'm going to let you get on with your day, Flutterflies. So there's a train signal. Just listening to it. And here I want to change of attitude. So that faraway train signal that you're listening to, and you're going to look at your audience, you're going to realize that they're there, they're all looking just at you. So here on the big change, like, yay, like this is what you've wanted your whole life. Everybody's looking at you. This is a story about a very young girl from from a small town, and she's going to the big city. She wants to be an actress, a movie star, star of any kind, and she's got this just incredible confidence, and she projects that confidence. So that's what we want to project to this piece. That she's going to the city. Here's the audience, and the audience. It's like the audience has inspired you to move faster. So, yeah. Legs here. Shoulders down. 2, 3. 3. Hip, hip, hip. You'll hear the flashes there. 3, 4. And then the lyrics start. All right, we ready to try with the music? Let's give it a try. And don't worry about the isolations. That's going to come slowly. Do them slowly at first. Just do a couple. Do 2 instead of all of those. And slowly but surely we're going to work up. Maybe in a week you can do 4. And so forth. So that's something that comes right away, nothing else. All right, let's go.
What's new? Buenos Aires. I'm new. I wanna say a little stuff on you.
Okay, that was it. So,
One more time.
you want it once more? Sure, let's do it again. Ready, Flutterflies?
stuck on you, you'll be
I
on
think I
me.
messed up there. Sorry, Firefly. Let's do it once more because I think I mixed these up. So I'm gonna do once more for you. Ignore that last one.
What's new? Buenos Aires. I'm new. I wanna say I'm just a little stuck on you.
Okay. Good job, Fireflies. So just message us with any questions and we will get back to you. Otherwise, have a wonderful weekend. Just your shimmies. And so I will either see you Monday, but we usually hop on live or we'll post something over the weekend. And if you happen to be in town, look in the description for the event on the 25th. It's going to be super fun. It's going to, yeah, it'll be a big one. It's going to be a nice one. So hope to see you there. All right, my Fireflies. My love to all of you. Thank you for all of your support and have a wonderful weekend. Bye-bye.